Hello my beautiful butterflies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Beverley and it's so lovely to see you today. In today's video I'm going to be sharing a little thrift haul with you, so grab that cup of tea, let's get to it. Well, I know I kind of made an announcement that I wasn't going to have a thrift haul as often, and then I went out twice this month. We have a new charity shop in our town. I was just extremely excited, and we had a look round the other day. It's really big. It was the whole of our indoor market in town when I was a kid, and now it's just a massive charity shop, so that was fun. So we went round there. We also popped into like a little antiques place in town, and then the other week, I think it was last week, I went out with my friend for lunch, and we just happened to stumble into a charity shop. It wasn't our fault, it just happened. So I've got a couple of witchy things, some ornaments, clothes as always, and also on my channel soon I'll be doing a declutter of I know I keep buying stuff, but I need to declutter because your style changes over time, and that's what I love about thrifting clothes, is you can change your style all the time. You can constantly be moving around and trying different things. It's so much fun. Anyway, got some accessories, some clothes, a couple of witchy bits and some ornaments. So let's get to it. I think I'm going to start with the accessories. As you all know, if you've been watching these thrift hauls for a while, I'm looking for belts. I want belts because I love belts, and I got one. Here it is. It's this lovely like reddish leather, and it's real leather. I don't know when it's from or how old it is, but it's got this lovely like ring. It reminds me of like the Ren Fair kind of style belts. It's got like a brass ring. It's probably from like the 70s or 80s, I think. It was £2. It's quite long. I think that'll be really nice with some witchcore kind of outfits. And then I found this one, which is really nice. This is very like dark brown, but it's got, how do I explain this? It's like plaited leather, but two pieces of plaited leather, and then it goes into like one, and it's got a strap. I don't know how to explain how this belt works, but it just looks really cool, really witchy, unusual, and I love like layering belts to give that real witchcore look. So I thought that was really nice. I don't know how old it is again, but this was £2. Very nice. And then to go with that kind of witchy look, I've been looking for these kind of 90s, 2000s witchy belts. Oh my goodness, it's so cute. So they are these silver big chunky beads on a chain. Two chains hold them together, and then there's a long chain with some more silvery bits on. So I could always use this for like protection as well, but I thought this would look nice with the darker brown belt like layered together to give a real witchy look. I really like this, and I just felt so lucky that I'd seen one, because these sorts of belts can be quite expensive. I don't know where it's from, who made it, how old it is, not a clue, but it was £4 to me, so I feel really good about that. That's a really nice belt. And then we're moving on to the clothes. The first one I have here is this beautiful, it's a very bright red, and I don't normally wear bright red. However, it's one of these really nice like strappy tops with the elastic at the back. And it has little anchors all over it, and then the buttons down the front that have got anchors on. And this is originally Joe Brown's, which anybody in the UK knows that Joe Brown's is really expensive. I love their stuff. Their stuff is very like vintage inspired, and I just love it, but obviously can't afford it. And this was £4.99, which for a top is quite expensive, but I got this in a different town. This is when I went out with my friend, so I was in a different town. It's a more expensive town just generally. It's quite a posh little village, so I expected the prices to be better, but also they had some beautiful stuff, so I don't mind. I didn't mind, not at all. The next thing I got was it's Shein. I don't know how you say it, but I don't care because I'm not giving them my money. Anyway, it's this lovely bolero. It's like got a really nice collar to it, and it's kind of a grey white with little flowers all over it. It's so pretty. It's got like red and pink flowers and vines all over it. Long sleeves, and then it's got these long ties so you can tie it up at the front. I just thought it was really unusual. Like, you rarely see boleros like this with the tie at the front and the long sleeves, and so I didn't mind. It was £2.99, so I was like, yeah, that's coming home with me. Very nice. And I think I can style it in a really cool, like, vintage way, so I was well in. I love a Hawaiian shirt. You might think I'm strange, but I do. I love a Hawaiian shirt. I wish my husband would wear Hawaiian shirts. He's over the other side of the room and there's no way that he would wear one, but I wish he did. Anyway, I found this really nice like vest. It's really cute. It's got basically a blue sea with little islands on and fishing boats. It's so Hawaiian, and then at the back of the neck is a bow. Oh, sorry. A tie around the neck, and I thought this would look really nice if I wore with some shorts on a hot day or a denim skirt. It's very nice, very, very nice. Who made this? Let me have a look and see if I can find out. Oh yes, here we go. Emily and Finn. It must be one of those like posh shops, as I call them. Again, I got this from the posh place. However, I got it for £2.99. Perfect. I mean, I'm not going on holiday. I haven't been on a holiday for years and years. It doesn't matter. I would wear this anyway. It's so pretty. I love a Hawaiian shirt. Next up, I have a gorgeous little bolero. It has short sleeves, and it's this lovely purple. This is M&Co. And it has little purple sparkles all over it. And it's just like your classic little bolero. This was £2.29. I don't know why the 29, but there you go. It's just a really nice little shrug. And I have a lot of these boleros in different colours because I'm not a big fan of my upper arms. Never have been. And so I like to cover them up even when I've got like a little vest top on or something. I like to wear a little bolero over the top. You didn't need to know that, but now you do. Congratulations. Now, I bought something I don't normally buy. I don't buy a lot of t-shirts, and I don't wear a lot of t-shirts. However, when I saw this top, I had to get it. It's an official Barbie top, and it has black stripes. It's a white t-shirt with black stripes, but then it's got vintage Barbies all over it. You know, the ones with the black and white swimsuits? They're all over it, and it says Barbie. I love that people are starting to get rid of their Barbie merch because I can get it then. A lot of people bought it because it was trendy, and now they're just going to get rid of it. I don't mind, give it to me. This was £3, and I just love, it's just really cute. Again, it would be cute with a denim skirt or some shorts, something like that. Just really cute. Let me know what you think. Would you have bought this? I had to. Look at the vintage Barbies. So cute. I got this dress, and it's so beautiful. This dress made me think of Rachel Maxey, and so I had to buy it. It's got shearing around the middle, which I love shearing. It just makes it easier to breathe. It's got puffy cottagecore sleeves, and then it's just a tiered skirt. It's quite long on me. This, I don't know who this is by. Let me have a look, see if I can find out. Sometimes they take the tags out, but they forget to take them out the bottom. This is Shein. I don't know how you even say that, but they do have nice clothes, Shein. It's just I don't agree with their policies, etc. We do what we can. £6 for a little cottagecore dress, which I didn't think was too bad. It's in this lovely like rusted amber colour, and it's just, oh, so pretty. So pretty. Had to get it. Had to. Then we headed over to the antique shop, and they have a lot of like really old clothes in there, like from the 60s and the 50s, and I love just being able to see them, like just be able to touch this really old, really beautiful clothing that I just feel privileged to be able to look at. But they did have a hand knitted cardigan, and I love hand knitted stuff. It's just got a different feel to it. It's just better, and it's in this beautiful bright aqua blue. It's gorgeous, and it's just really nice. It's a little bit stretched, the top button, because I think it's been on the hanger for a bit, so I'm hoping that will unstretch itself, especially after I hand wash it. I'm hoping that will unstretch. Honestly, I just love this. This was £10, and the lady thought it was probably from the 1980s, so it's quite short. My mum said it looked like a bed jacket. Do I care? I don't have to wear it in bed, but I could, but I don't have to. I can wear it any time. It's just so beautiful. I just love finding handmade things, and it's something that I wish I could do. But I'm not that talented at knitting and things. But I am trying to crochet, so we'll see how it goes. Next up, we're going on to home decor. Sure, we'll call it home decor. So here we have a flamenco dancer. Sorry, I always go to call them flamingo dancers. It's this beautiful. It is blue. She has spots all over her dress and castanets in her hands. And the bottom, it says España. This was £2, and when I was a child, my parents went on holiday to Spain, and I loved it there. I thought it was the most beautiful, most magical place in the world, and the most magical thing was when the women would come down and do these flamenco displays. And I've always loved flamenco dancers and anything about flamenco, and so seeing this in the shop, I thought, I've got to get this. I've got to get it. There's no way that I'm not getting it for £2. Somebody's obviously bought it on their holidays. Now it's mine, and I can always remember my holidays and my experiences through this second-hand little beautiful statue. Isn't she gorgeous? I just love the movement in her dress. It's so beautiful. I also got myself a little cottage. I love these little cottages. This isn't Lilliput Lane. It's by like a local artist, David Winter. It was £1.99, but it's like this really old-fashioned little cottage. I'm very picky when I buy these cottages, but I do love them so much. It's very dusty. My husband's going to hoover it and clean it for me, he said. But it's just beautiful. It's like an old half-timbered, like Tudor cottage. And for £1.99, I just love it. These sorts of things really spark my imagination. I like to think about like some little character being in it, or a TV show. Even like there's the door half open at the back and a little like place for your carriage to go through. I just love it. I just thought it was beautiful. Then I got two things that are Witchcraft, and they're these 2 scent bottles, and they are in this beautiful lilac-y purple glass. They are so beautiful. They were 2 for £5, and you can take the top off. It has the flat, so you can put the perfume on you. And I think in a future video we're going to make some perfume to go in these. We're going to do some glamour magic together, so how fun will that be? I'm extremely excited to try out making my own perfume and enchanting it for me to be able to use for different moods or different things that I want. Like I could do one for protection and one for feeling confident, something like that. But let me know. It's something that I definitely have in mind for a future video. And that, my dears, is everything I got. I got some really good items. Again, I'm not getting big massive hauls anymore. I loved getting those big hauls, and I'm so grateful for all the things that I've found in the past, but we're not in a huge house, and so it's not like I can just keep bringing massive amounts of stuff into the house. I much prefer now to just get things that really call to me and speak to me. I will say this though, one of my favourite channels, The Crone and Her Cottage, something like that. I can't remember what her channel's called. I'll put it along the bottom here, and also I'll put a link to the video I'm talking about down below. But she did a thing where she got her thrifted items and she like read them psychically. It was so cool. I would love to learn how to do that. Go and check out her video. I'll leave a link in the description, and I really hope that you enjoyed this video as much as I've enjoyed spending some time with you today. I hope you all did get something out of watching this, and that you will see that you can get so many beautiful things secondhand that are going to really enhance your wardrobe, enhance your witchcraft, and just make your home really special and unique, because that's what it's all about. It's about stepping out and being your whole self. So I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to head down below, click that like and that subscribe, drop me a comment. All these things are absolutely free, and they help me to know, and the YouTuberverse to know, that you enjoyed this video, and it will spread it out just that little bit more. Take care everyone, have a wonderful magical week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.